Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it may be where you are. My name is Timothy Kirk, and I am the founder of Digital Wisdom Institute. Our organization is designed to help get you started in the right direction on your AI path, whatever it may be. I would encourage you to take the time to go visit the site. It is a .org, even though you can get through .com or .net or .ai or .info. We've kind of branded ourselves to be able to make sure that we've kind of locked ourselves in. Does that mean that we won't add more? No, not necessarily. Anything's possible with the way that the market is growing with domains and rights and security and everything that seems to be happening right now in this industry right now with AI. But what I would encourage you to do, and this is what I'd like to talk a little bit more about today, is when you visit the website, it's not just something you're going to go, oh, man, I'm going to be bored, another website, I want to look at that. But that's not what we've done. If you'll go to the website and look on the resource page, you're going to find live, current news and articles about what's going on in the market and in the industry itself. If you scroll down far enough within the resource page, and I'm looking at it right now as I'm talking to you, a little bit further, you're gonna notice another area where it says practical guidance for every audience. And in there also, you're going to see things that are current in the market. It's going to put up a banner once you click on it, and it's going to go through pros and cons and possibilities and things that are changing. What to do with AI, what AI can't do, how to evaluate the tool for your need. And that's something that we can help you with. Practical starting points. Where in the world do we begin? Well, that's what the little assessment is that we do. We have two. We have one that's for 15 minutes, which is a little bit more in depth for those that come on board. And then there's one for 60. Now, I'm not saying you can't take the 15-minute one, but the 60-second one gives you a starting point without having to deep dive into this thing. Now, if you've got a little bit more experience and you think that you're feel comfortable with that, then I encourage you to go there too and do that. And then, the cool thing is that it gives you some options to create some wisdom behind your tools and the technology as a tool. But what I want to encourage you as you do that is that when you scroll down a little bit further, it says practical tools you can use today. And there's some examples there. You'll see the word organization type church, but we don't just work with churches. I did that for a reason. I'll go into it later, but we deal with nonprofit organizations, small businesses, ministries, schools. Other is going to be Fortune 500 companies, Fortune 100 companies. Any group that wants to be a part of what we're doing, I'm going to encourage you to share your information. Tell us a little bit about what your core values are, not necessarily your mission statement, but what do you see benefiting from this? Is this going to allow your personal account guidelines to grow? Do you require approval before posting? And we can help you with all that stuff too. Whether you've got Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all these other what's up, tools that you're using right now, and maybe you're using them to the point to where you're limited, or you limit yourself because you don't have the time to learn these things inside and out. And most of what you learn, you've either learned it from someone else, or you've learned it from watching someone else, or you've dabbled in it long enough to figure out some of the pluses and minuses, what it will and won't do and stuff like that, just like I have. But for those of us that don't have the time to do all that want to be able to learn this material, learn how to use it to the good, not necessarily the bad. I know there's a lot of companies, and I won't mention them on this particular program, that are looking at, we may want to slow down a little bit, while others are, let's go gung ho. That's too funny. So we're not going to be your catch-all for everything, but I can assure you that if it's a hardware configuration or an asset collection tool, or if it's a scheduling issue, or if it's an accounting issue, or if it's a technical issue with infrastructure or setting up or whatever, like a website design or building a networking things together. And I'm just giving you some examples. Even cell phones. We work with cell phones, we work with tablets. laptops and computers, servers. We deal with Apple, we deal with Linux, we deal with Windows products. So we're kind of well-rounded in the sense of the technology side of it. And it's not going to fit everyone. But I'll assure you this, if you're learning AI, we want to be the one you come to for all of your needs and all of your questions. And I appreciate you taking the time to listen. I would encourage you to visit the site and at least try the tool and then let me know what you think. Let me know what we should add. Let me know what you think we should take away. Let me know if what you tested out of gave you some direction on what tools you use for the different groups that you're going to be given, an evaluation in. And I really do appreciate that. Let me rephrase it. Thank you so much, and I look forward to meeting you. I look forward more, and I'll say this, and I don't think we say this enough, and I know there's a few other people that I'm following and that have followed me through this journey, is that I'm trying to build relationships with people. I'm not trying to build clients. If you become a client with me, that's great, but my relationship with you is going to mean more to me, not only from a professional standpoint, but from a personal standpoint. And that's really what's key for me. And it's always been that way. And anyone that knows me or anyone that talks to you about me, they're going to tell you exactly the same thing because I'm a people person. And does that mean we all are? No, it doesn't. But there's a way to get you out of your shell and become more active and interactive with talking to people and meeting people and building relationships and building friendships and loyalties within your group or with people that are not necessarily in your group yet, but could be. That's the key. So hopefully you've gotten something from that. But thanks again. I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to your comments and your suggestions. And let's just build that relationship. Thanks again.